Intramuros' historical and cultural significance in the Philippines tells us the story of the original seat of Spanish colonial rule and sufferings of our country. Founded by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi in 1571, the area had been the political, religious, and military center of the Spanish Empire in Asia for over 300 years. In this journey, join us in exploring the wonders of Intramuros architecture, making it the living heritage of the country. Through its well-preserved walls, historic churches, and museums, giving us an idea about Manila's colonial past and the strength of the people within.
One of the most important sites found in Intramuros is Fort Santiago. It is the most important iconic structure within the historic walls of Intramuros. Architecturally, this represents Spanish colonial architecture and Spanish military engineering. Though the name of the exact architect is not known, this work is mostly attached to architect Gomez Perez Dasmariñas, Fernando Valdez Itamon, and Leonardo Ituriano, a late 16th century Spanish military engineer. Fort Santiago construction started in 1590, located at the mouth of Pasig River to protect the city of Manila from naval invasion. The architecture of Fort Santiago follows the pattern of Spanish military architecture of the era, defense and strategic location. Its layout includes thick, high walls constructed with volcanic tuff, type of stone locally quarried from nearby sources. Bastions, moats, and cannons at strategic location adorned the exterior, while the interior included barracks, storehouses, dungeons, and a chapel. The blocks of stone were cut in careful fashion and fitted together with mortar composed of lime and sand to ensure good structural integrity and defense capabilities. Today, it is a popular historical site and one of the favorite tourist destinations. It houses a museum and a memorial to Philippine national hero Jose Rizal, who was imprisoned and executed in the site in 1896. Moreover, it is a symbol of the country's colonial history and its struggle for freedom.
Now, let's take a look at San Augustine Church. By the way, I'm YAGIL OSWELL and I have a trivia. Did you know that the San Augustine Church is the only structure in Intramuros that survived World War II intact? Established by the Augustinians in 1571, making it the oldest stone church in the Philippines. It is also designated as a World Heritage Site in 1993 by UNESCO. The church witnessed the signing of the Treaty of Manila in 1946, showcasing a blend of Spanish colonial and local artistry. The style of the church is Baroque architecture with simple facade and one remaining tower, constructed from coral stone and adobe blocks. The interior features a single nave, 14 side chapels, and trompile painted ceiling. Next is a neo-Romanesque Manila Cathedral, the first cathedral completed in 1581. Now, Fernando Ocampo, a Filipino architect, revived and preserved this church. Also, features a grand symmetrical facade with rose windows, statues of famous saints, and 3 arches entrances. Now, let's take a look inside. The first thing I noticed are the rib vaults. The interior also adorned with stained glass windows and intricate stone carvings. As you can see here, they have gallery where they showcases drawings of the interior and written history. So while looking around, we noticed something was happening. We luckily just witnessed a wedding ceremony. The Manila Cathedral, often chosen for weddings and significant religious ceremonies due to its grandeur and historical importance. It also stands as a testament to the enduring spirit and faith of the Filipino people.
Hello everyone, my name is AIRA FABIAN, and the first iconic destination that I picked is the Gallery of the Presidents. The Gallery of Presidents, known as Galleria de los Presidentes de la República Filipina, pays tribute to the presidents of the Philippines from Emilio Aguinaldo to Rodrigo Duterte. It features life-sized silver-colored metal statues of each president, commemorating their roles in shaping the nation's history. The statues within the Gallery of Presidents are crafted from metal, adding a distinct visual appeal to the space. The second iconic destination that I pick is the Light and Sound Museum. The Light and Sound Museum in Intramuros offers a multi-sensory journey through Philippine history, blending audiovisual elements like light projections and soundscapes. It aims to create an immersive experience that educates and engages visitors, showcasing the country's historical narratives in a contemporary context. The architectural design of the Light and Sound Museum harmonizes innovative technology with thoughtful material selection. From the exterior facade to interior finishes, the museum's materials are chosen for both aesthetical appeal and functional properties, enhancing the overall visitor experience and creating a dynamic for learning and reflection.
I will introduce myself first. I'm DENZEL Reyes, and let's talk about the Bahay Chinoy at the ECJ Building. The Bahay Chinoy, also known as the Kaisa Heritage Center, was designed by Eva Penamora and Honrado Fernandez in 1996. It is a three-story mansion-style home that incorporates American colonial style and was opened by Kaisa para sa Kunlaran Incorporated in 1999. The museum aims to promote the historical and cultural heritage of Chinese Filipinos in the Philippines, featuring records and testimony about their struggles, achievements, and lives. The facade is white and protected by steel gate, while the front entry features wooden frames and a stone dragon statue. The interior walls are typically white concrete, and the flooring consists of marble, wood, concrete, and terracotta. The museum circulation is a pass-through space design, allowing visitors to explore different sections until reaching the exit. Next is ECJ Building, the provincial residence of Augustinian Order, Casa Nueva, was demolished in 1932. In 1939, the structure became Adamson University. The school was demolished in 1945 when the Japanese took control of it and turned it into an army barracks. The 5-story ECJ building was constructed in Intramuros during the middle of the 1980s, with a total floor area of 12,821 square meters. The structure is composed of 2 passengers elevators, a second-level parking lot, granulated finish interiors, reinforced concrete frames, and a central atrium with a steel frame Lexan skylight. On the land, the ECJ Group intended to erect a business building that would resemble the well-known Casa Procuracion. The modern offices and parking levels of the building still have the grandeur of the historic Augustinian monastery.
Hi, I'm THEA, and did you know that the Quartel de Santa Lua was a military barracks built during the Spanish colonial period to house soldiers? It continued to serve as barracks under American rule. The site was heavily damaged during World War II and remains in ruins today. These ruins serve as historical landmark reflecting the rich history of Intramuros and efforts to preserve its heritage.
One of the remarkable places found in Intramuros is the Bwar de DILAO. Its architectural origins and brief history imprints that it was probably made by Spanish military engineers during the colonial period. The Baluarte de San Francisco DILAO, more famously known as the Baluarte de DILAO, is one of the principal bastions of Intramuros. It was constructed in 1592 and placed in front of the DILAO district, where migrant settlers, mostly Japanese, lived. For its architectural design and principles, following the Spanish regime, Bwar de DILAO was constructed based on military architectural principles. Architectural principles were directed to defense. Evidence is reflected in the thick walls, bastions, and strategic placement within the city walls. The exterior design consisted of strong stone walls, likely made of volcanic tuff, with other defensive features such as parapets and embrasures to give strong protection against threats.
Hi, I'm THEA, and we're here to see the Plazuela de Santa Isabel, that is also known as Plaza Sampalucan, located on the corner of General Luna and Andes Street. This park holds a memorial built to commemorate the thousands of civilians massacred within Intramuros by desperate Japanese forces during the Battle of Manila in February 1945. The statue depicts Saint Isabel caring for wounded during the Battle of Intramuros.
With all of these remarkable sites in Intramuros, we should remember that studying Intramuros architecture is very important as it provides us insights into the colonial history and cultural evolution of the Philippines, helping us Filipinos understand our own heritage and identity. This is an architectural heritage that gives rise to pride and continuity among the Filipinos and links contemporary society with its roots. As aspiring architects, we should be able to recognize our past, just like the story within the walls of Intramuros, to be able to mold a better world through architecture for the future.